Brad Stevens turned down $70 million offer from Indiana to stay with the Celtics.
Two things.
How much is he making
One,
with the Celtics?
they haven't released it. He signed an extension last summer.
I
have to assume it's a lot of money.
I got it says for the Celtics it's a 6-year, $22,000.
How much?
$22 million.
That's
Or $22 million. 6-year, $22 million.
I think that's.
I feel like that's not right.
Okay.
I feel like head coaches actually get paid a good amount in the NBA. Maybe that was his old contract.
I think that might be his
Okay.
old
It might have been
contract.
his old contract because for a college coach to make $10 million a year, I don't care if you're fucking coaching the Lakers, the Brooklyn Nets. I'm taking that. I'm going to college.
Yeah.
What was the offer?
7 years, $70 million. For
So-
Indiana.
I think
Yeah.
I think that would be the most any college basketball coach
I
of all
feel
time.
like I don't have the stats for that, but I feel like I would think like someone like
How much is
K makes
Calipari
more.
making?
Exactly. I feel like someone like him would make more. Roy
7,
Williams,
8?
Who?
like made more.
Let's look it
I
up.
could be
So
wrong.
I looked this up, and
So,
all
yeah.
I found was that John Calipari of Kentucky with $54 million.
Yeah,
And
Calipari's- he
$8
makes 80
million
a year.
Some of
yearly.
these guys have lifetime contracts too,
Yeah.
so you have to think about like
Well,
they
yeah.
might not be making it per year, but like over time, it's a lot of money.
Bill Self just signed a lifetime deal
Yeah,
with Kansas.
exactly. Yep.
I mean, it's
I
ridiculous
mean,
that they
why
don't.
do you do that?
Technically speaking, a lot of these people are state employees.
Right.
And every, like, if you look at a map of, like, the highest paid state employee for each state, it's the college football coach and it's the college basketball coaches, which is a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous also that they don't have to release their salaries because, like, a lot of these people, well, I guess Jay Wright, they haven't released Jay Wright's contract and they don't reach Coach K's contract. I assume one of those probably make more money. I assume Coach K makes more than $8 million a year to be at
I
Duke.
would think
The
they
state
do that.
ones have to release
The state
it, right?
ones have to,
Yeah.
but I guess
Uh-huh.
I guess that makes sense because they're private universities, so they don't have to. But like you probably should. I mean,
Why not?
if you're making money that the players aren't making, you should at least be upfront with them, saying, "Hey, this is how much I'm making as your coach. You're not making any of it. You're bringing all the value here."
When they said it on ESPN when they announced it, Jalen Rose like just got out of his seat and he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, I'm going back to college. I'm going back to college.
So do you think Brad Stevens should have taken it? And do you
mean,
think he's a better college coach
He
than
was a
the?
great college
He's a
coach.
great college
You
coach.
think he's
He has a
better?
great
Great-
college man. I think if he ever
It's different. It's so
it's
different.
very different. If he ever lost his job, I think he would take a college job in a heartbeat. Like someone would offer him a contract in a heartbeat.
But do
I
you
mean,
think?
talent dictates success in the NBA?
Yeah.
Not
So-
College.
college coaching means a whole lot more than.
So do you think?
Yeah,
he-
you
It's
can,
about
you can
recruit-
get guys to,
yeah, recruiting
buy
guys,
in and play
yeah.
the right way. And
I mean, Butler was
And how you
amazing.
recruit your players, like, recruitment's the biggest part of being a college basketball coach. If you can recruit and find the diamonds in the rough, like,
Yep.
what he did at Baylor, not Baylor, Butler, taking that mid-major program and
Yeah.
making them into a legitimate, like, top program, and they went to back-to-back finals appearances.
back-to-back Final Fours.
I'd also say they also have more responsibility in college.
Definitely.
Sure,
Yeah.
keep these guys on the court.
Definitely.
Because if these guys screw off, it's the college coach on the line rather than the NBA. Some guy goes and gets arrested or whatever.
Yeah. It's also,
Yeah.
you don't want to. These players, you're still dealing with, like, for all intents and purposes, kids. Like,
Yeah.
these are college kids,
Yeah.
and so like it's much. I think it's more
like-
difficult to coach
It's
in
like you're a
college.
coach, but you're also like
It is.
a
I mean,
figure
it's-
to those people, like
Exactly.
someone that they look up to.
Exactly.
You're a teacher.
The NBA guys are making millions. They don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
They don't have
Yeah.
to
They
listen
show
to
up to the
coach.
gym and
The Celtics weren't listening to
Do
him for
whatever they
half
want.
the year.
So do you think Stevens is a better NBA coach or a better college
No,
coach?
better college coach.
So do you think he should go back to the college?
No, I mean, just me saying that he's a better college coach doesn't mean that he's not a successful NBA coach. I think that he would have a better overall career as a college coach, but he could still be successful as an NBA coach.
Okay.
I mean, this is his 8th year in the NBA. I mean,
that's crazy.
besides, like, obviously this season's been up and down for the Celtics, but the first 7 years, I mean, if you look at the statistics for the team, like team stats, I mean, he's done a phenomenal job with the Celtics. And I think he has the fourth most wins in franchise history as a head coach. So,
Really?
like, I mean, he's doing well for himself.
I mean,
But that
look at the Celtics before the Big Three.
yeah, I mean, when
Doc Rivers was
when
on
he
the
got
hot seat.
brought in, that's when they traded them. So he was coming in when they were officially rebuilding. And each year that went on, they just kept getting better and better and better. You can credit that to the players as well, but you can give some credit to him there too. But going back to what I said, if he ever lost a job as an NBA coach, if a college team is looking for a head coach, they would offer him a contract in a heartbeat.
I mean, they already did.
And they did, yeah, exactly. While he's still coaching,
Uh-huh.
so I would have to assume that he's making a ton of money with the Celtics to
Yeah.
turn that down. Like, or he really loves coaching the NBA.
Yeah.
I think it's a different. I mean,
Loyalty.
it's a
to
different
it,
challenge. It's also the
Two
fact.
different things.
It's also the fact that you know, if you win an NBA championship, I think it's a little bit more. You get
Meaningful
a little
than winning a college championship.
It's a little bit more like notoriety. It's also, I would say, in
People would
with the
remember
right
you more for
exactly,
winning an NBA title than a college.
and also with the right circumstances, I'd say it's easier to win an NBA championship than it is
Sure. I
a
mean,
March,
we
in
talked
March
to-
Madness.
Didn't we talk about that? Like one of the hardest championships to win is a college basketball title because it's a one game thing.
Yeah.
Like, the best team could get like years ago, Michigan State. I mean, Virginia when they
Yeah,
lost in the
the
first
UMBC.
round. You know what I mean?
It's all about catching a team off guard.
Exactly.
It's all, and I'd say in that case too, that it's more coaching in the NCAA tournament, especially, because if you can draw up a good game plan to get figure if you're a low
Big
seed,
time.
if you're a low seed and you have good coaching, that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
All you need is
Absolutely.
a good scorer and a good coach, and a low seed can win.
Mick Cronin, UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. UCLA is a good example.